everybody. I just got the message that you didn't get my previous email, so I wanted to, or video, so I wanted to send it out. This is this week's assignment. So you're doing stress management. It's week 5. How exciting. We're almost done. Some good, thoughtful responses. I've been grading and updating everything as frequently as I can. We're working on our final project. Our final project is a culmination workout plan. You'll get the assignment. It will have some things that you want to do. You'll be building off of what you've done the whole entire semester, so it's nothing new, nothing that you have to study for. Just make sure that you're sort of paying attention and you're on target to this point. This week, what I wanted to do is make sure that you're understanding what your workout plan is. Many of you have incorporated working out so that you can lose weight, working out so that you can improve your muscle tone, working out so that you can just feel better, stronger, and be more fit. And so a couple of things that I want to make sure that you're understanding from that standpoint. This will also build into your final cumulative culminating project. So I want you to take some time and to really think about what's happening. This is your workout document. You can write on it, adjust it, modify it. If you have a workout that you do at a gym or you follow along, that's fabulous. Keep in mind that every single workout requires a warm-up. The warm-up should be a functional, dynamic warm-up. It should not be static stretching. Static stretching is saved for the cool down. That's the end part. If you're doing yoga and you're doing that type of activity and you are doing that for all the purposes of flexibility, that's okay. But remember that while you do increase your flexibility and your strength in yoga, even increase respiratory functioning, the challenge with yoga is that it is a mind-body connector. It's beautiful. You open up your chakras so your chi can flow free. It's fabulous. But remember that bottom line is that it is not necessarily for enhanced range of motion. A great activity nonetheless, but not for solely done for increased flexibility. So you're going to go ahead and take a look at your target heart rate zone. You're going to tell me why you want or what your cardiorespiratory goal would be: to decrease your disease, to increase your fitness. Maybe you want to do a competition. Some of you said you want to race, walk, run, swim, ride your bike, and then remember that your goal should be specific. It should be measurable. It should be time-bound. And then you're going to tell me about the frequency. How often do you want to do this? Tell me more than just 3 days a week. You want to do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You want to do a Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. You want to do Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, because those are your days off. Whatever. Let me know that you want to do 3 days a week and when. The intensity. The intensity is your target heart rate zone, and you want to be in that zone. Some of you had written down one number, and that's a good thing. You know what heart rate you want, but we really want you to get into a zone. Maintaining one heart rate number is really difficult. So that's a challenge. So try to think of the zone, and you do that through your math in the cardiovascular chapter that you've all turned in. The time frame. The time frame should be reflective of what it is that you're doing. It is just the cardio portion of your workout. So let's say you're trying to do some HIIT exercise. HIIT isn't necessarily, that's high intensity interval training. HIIT isn't necessarily aerobic, but you get into your aerobic zone at some point in time. Okay, so time, remember, in order to reap the benefits of improved cardiovascular endurance and risk disease deletion or minimization, that is done with a minimum of 15 minutes of consecutive aerobic exercise. That's large muscle groups moving in a rhythmic fashion within your target heart rate zone. So tell me what type of exercise you're going to do. We're really free here. We love all kinds of different things. Try what you like. Share with us what you want. There's no anything. But when you say that you're going to do, again, let's say somebody says that you're going to do Pilates for cardiovascular. That is not large muscle groups moving in a rhythmic fashion for 15 minutes. So consider what is aerobic. Lots of other people like to write down that they're going to play basketball in the neighborhood, and that is fabulous. Keep that activity up. It's a little bit of competition, it's camaraderie, but the challenge here is that typically when you're doing that type of competition, you are at a higher intensity than your target heart rate zone because, I don't know, you might want to win. And then the enjoyment. What is it that you love about that? I love being outdoors. I love being inside. I don't want to sweat. I like this bike. It's so comfortable. What is it that you like to do? And then how long have you been doing this exercise, or when did you begin it? Or is this a new program for you that you've just developed after going through this? Give me a little bit of information about that. Same goes for muscular endurance and muscular strength. Lots of people, they may want to increase the strength in one area, increase the endurance on another area. Lots of people just want general muscle fitness, which includes toning, lifting, molding, and shaping. That's the beauty of muscular strength and endurance and what we call resistance training. So cardiovascular will make your body smaller. It'll improve your lung and blood flow functions. And it can increase calorie burn. But muscular strength and endurance shapes and molds your body. It allows for you to change it in ways that you would like to see it. You know, like people always come and they're like, wow, look, I got a little muscle here. And so that's a fabulous thing. There's some of us who believe that we'll get too muscular and it won't be attractive. And I have to say that that doesn't typically happen. People who are muscular or have what you might refer to as bulging muscles work hard for that. So don't get too caught up in that. Worry. So then you talk about what's your rate. Have you been doing exercises for resistance training for less than 6 months? And then just choose whichever one it is. Then you're going to give me a list of exercises that you're currently doing or you're considering, or the things that you've written down that you're going to do. Okay? Note that there are some basic rules for resistance training, and that's all listed in your textbook. So the rules are that, muscles should never be worked every single day. They should be worked on alternate days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. When you're doing resistance training, the goal is fatigue. Muscular fatigue is the goal. When you are shaking and your body cannot do one additional contraction, that means you've done it correctly. Muscles should be used in a logical order. So we do multi-joint lower body, then large to small lower body, and then multi-joint upper body, and then larger to smaller upper body. So I think I wrote lower body twice on here, and that's my error. Okay, there should be no special equipment necessary. If you love a gym and you want to go to it, that's fine. If you use TRX, if you use exercise tubing, if you bench press your child, that's all good. But you're going to probably need a little bit of resistance. It can be anything. It doesn't need to be a membership. All right? And then there's a guidelines form that I've attached that you can take a look at here. So then you're going to include in here what exercises you're doing, what muscles you believe that's working. We're going to talk about sets. I want 3 sets of 10 repetitions with 100 pounds. I'm going to do 30-second rests in between, and I'm doing that on Monday and Tuesday. However you want to do it. Please note that the 3 sets of 10 is trite. It's overused. It's not necessary. You can do 2 sets of 15. Remember that your total repetitions that you want to do should not exceed 30. If you can do more than 30 repetitions, your weight is not enough, meaning that your load is too low and that you have risk of overuse injury. So keeping that in mind, okay? Flexibility, one more time, write down your goal. You should note that you've already done a flexibility assessment. You know that the real deal is that each and every joint has its specific range of motion. Too little range of motion equals risk of injury, and too much range of motion equals risk of injury. So you want to make sure that you're on point when it comes to that. Okay, so that you're not super flexible, because that is also risky. And then again, what's your stretch that you're going to be doing? What's the muscle that you think you're working? You want to do sets and repetitions. Remember, 1 set of 30 seconds is great. If you have a muscle that's really, really tight, your hamstrings don't go straight, your knee won't straighten out, then certainly do 2 sets of 20, working up to that. All right? That's it. This is your dream. So if you're feeling guilty, like, oh my gosh, I'm not really going to be able to do this or whatever, I want you to be honest with me. I don't want this to be this big program that will never fit in. It should be practical. Something logical, and if you do something, then maybe I can help you find out how we can improve your workout program for you. So that's it. It's also about stress, so be stress-free, and if you need me, send an email. Thanks. Have a great day.